and turn through the bun. The deeds of the evil in our vision because that fight, no it ain't right. Convenience bring us sorrow like days of old. Heartless soul steals what it can't follow. That's how I go. Gotta keep on singing the blues. 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 So long, corrupted the mind of a wilted flower child. Said live not hate, now they won't hesitate. The best in the man with the power wild. Old folks cry and the young folk die. They give up their reason for trying. Could it be? It's pretty plain to me. A product of years of uncounted life. Singing the blues. Gotta keep on singing the blues. Gotta keep on singing the blues. Gotta keep on singing the blues. I was sitting at a red light minding my own business, listening to some Lightning Hopkins. Do any of y'all remember who Lightning Hopkins was? He used to sing that song, "Oh, lightning, don't mind dying. I just don't want to be dead so long." When this young kid stopped beside me in a Honda Accord, and he had the bass in this little car so loud, it was coming out of his little car into my van, disrespecting Mr. Hopkins. I rolled the windows up and I turned my CD off, but that didn't help. The bass was rattling the side of my van. It sounded something like this. To the services to get some diesel. He pulled in the services to get some gasoline. And he had it so loud, it was bouncing out of his car against the ceiling, against the diesel pump, vibrating down the hose to my hand. Sometimes you have to say something. Sometimes you have to say something. And I said, "Excuse me. Excuse me. Why you got your bass so loud under here, man?" He looked at me, he pulled his pants up, and when he let them go, they fell right back where he pulled them from. He said, "I got it like that so I can feel it, old man. So I can feel it." Now, I don't care if he feel it, but he don't have to call me an old man in public. I didn't like it. I walked over to him with my hands exposed. Because see, in America, you don't just walk up on people. You got to let them know that you're unarmed. I walked over to him. I said, "Excuse me, young man." I said, "But you got your bass so loud. You scaring those ladies." I said, "They looking at you afraid to get out of their car because they think you a thug." I said, "I can tell your mom and daddy got money. You ain't no thug. Turn it down." He reached in his pocket, got his remote control. He turned it down from the gas pump. Got it down real low. He said, "Okay, it's down. Now what?" I said, "See, I know that song." I said, "That's Tupac Shakur." He said, "You know about Tupac?" I said, "Of course I know about Tupac." He said, you too old to know about Tupac. I said, there you go with that old again. I said, I bet I know the song and you don't. The next verse he gonna say, as I fell through the empty hall, just thinking never try to bring quiet, y'all ain't gonna call. Was in my homie from high school, he getting by. It's time to bury another brother, nobody cry. Like there's a ball alcohol and booty call. We used to do them as adolescents, if you recall. Raise the G's, broke that blaze, we get on the roof, get smoked out, blaze with me. 2 in the morning, and we still high. I stop screaming good till I die before I passed out. But now that you're gone, I'm in the zone, thinking I don't wanna die all alone, but now you're gone. All I got left thinking memories. I love the brother to death, I think Hennessy. I try to make it last. I drink a fifth for you when you pass. He said, why? He said, mister, I didn't know you know that. I said, I know about Tupac. But did you know about the old Temptations? He said, no. I said, you don't know about Curtis Mayfield and the Impressions? He said, no. I said, man, you don't even know that Aretha Franklin is the queen of soul? He said, no. I said, you never heard of Gladys Knight and the Pips? Woo woo! Midnight Train to Georgia? He said, no. I said, are you telling me you never even heard of Billie Holiday, man? You never even heard of Muddy Waters or Howlin' Wolf? Man, you never even heard of Albert King or Freddie King? You never heard of B.B. King? He said, I heard of B.B. King. I said, that don't count. Everybody in the world should have heard about B.B. King. I looked in his little car. I said, man, you got CDs all over the place. How many CDs you got in here? He said, I don't know, 100. I said, how many watts you got in here? He said, 1,500 a side. I said, 1,500 a side? I said, how many sides do you have? He said, 2. I said, so you got 3,000 watts, 150 CDs and no real music to play? He said, I got new music. I said, it's no such thing. All you have is samples of the people I just told you about. You got technology and a whole lot of volume. That's what you got. I said, when I was your age, I had hip-hop too. But we didn't call it hip-hop. We had better uses for them 2 words. We were hip and hopped up. We called it soul. What we call it, Norma? Soul. You want a secret? What did we call it? Soul. What did we call it? Soul. And a man from Memphis, Tennessee gave me my hip hop with a song like this. He would say, who is the man that would risk his neck for brother man? Shaft, John Shaft. Who is the brother that would risk his neck for others? Shaft, John Shaft. Yeah! Gotta keep on singing the blues. Gotta keep on singing the blues. Gotta keep on singing the blues. Yeah! Gotta keep on singing the blues. I need y'all to help me one more time. Y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for this? All you have to say, very simple, all you have to say is, keep on singing the blues. Come on. Keep on singing the blues. I don't care if you visiting from Zimbabwe. Keep on singing the blues. I don't care what kind of new language you say. Keep on singing the blues. I don't care if you got a brand new Bentley. Keep on singing the blues. I don't care if you got old used Vauxhall. Keep on singing the blues. I don't care if you got a brand new Harley Davidson. Or one of them Vespas. Yeah! Keep on singing the blues. 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 Put your hands together for Dave Forward on the keys. Johnny Ray Price on the bass. Caffeine Slim, Steve Gibson on the drum. And Norman Beaker. We're gonna take a short pause. We got CDs. Last time people said we wasn't professional. They said, oh, that's just Larry and Norman. They ain't very professional. They don't have CDs. Well, I guarantee you, you're gonna tell a lie tonight because we got CDs. Tonight we are professional. We got CDs and DVDs. So don't call us not professional. Just if you don't get one, just say I was broke.